everyone. For AZ Central Sports, I'm Katherine Fitzgerald here with Bob McManaman and Ken Summers, and we're looking ahead to the Cardinals' first meeting of the season with the Rams. Now, the Cardinals have 3 of their next 5 games against divisional opponents starting this weekend. What are some matchups you guys are looking for in this one at home against the Rams?
Ken, you want to start?
Yeah, I think the matchup I'm most intrigued with are the whole Cardinals versus Sean McVay, as he hasn't lost to the Cardinals as head coach of the Rams. 6-0. The games usually aren't close. I think the average margin of victory is 23 points. Ever since that 2017 game in London where they knocked Carson Palmer out against Bruce Arians, really changed the trajectory of the Cardinals organization. So that's the one I'm looking at. You know, can they play a close game with the Rams?
Yeah, McVay hasn't lost to 3 different Cardinals head coaches, Arians, Wilkes, now Kingsbury. My matchup here, guys, is, I guess, the obvious one other than that. It's Jalen Ramsey versus DeAndre Hopkins. They tangled in the AFC South for parts of 4 seasons. It was pretty much a wash in the 7 meetings. D-Hop got the better of them once at the end of 2018. You know they're jacked about going against each other. This is a game that Patrick Peterson said he's going to have his popcorn out for. You know, hopefully he's wearing a mask when he's eating that on the sideline. But this is going to be one hell of a showdown between 2 studs, and that's what this league is built for, and that's the big one for me.
I think you can still eat it if you just quickly mask off, pop it in, pop the mask back on. But something to
How do you
watch.
do that again? You go.
Yeah,
I like
you can
that,
slide
yeah.
it through the top. There's options, definitely. But so let's hear some predictions and kind of tied to that, what is maybe a key to the game for what you guys are going to be watching for that to happen? Bob, let's hear you go first.
You know, I think it's this Rams defense versus this stuttering Kyler Murray offense. In the second half of games, the Rams are just shut down killer D, man. They're allowing an average of less than 6 points per game in the second half of all of their games. That's unheard of. I mean, that's steel curtain stuff, and maybe even better than steel curtain stuff. In my opinion, if the Cardinals don't get a lead and a sizable one somehow, and they get to the second half and they need to score points, they're going to lose this game. And I think they are going to lose this game. And I think the Rams are going to score 31 plus again. It's going to be 33-23.
33-23. All right. You mentioned Kyler Murray. I think that's what I'm going to be watching for here. Just kind of, he has mentioned so many times this week that he doesn't think he needs to run for this offense to work. And statistics kind of say otherwise. They need him to be dynamic for this offense to just kind of hit what it's fully capable of. And I think they've flashed at times this year, but they're still a little off from hitting that full potential. I think maybe having such a strong start to the season, we were like, oh, they figured out a lot of this really quickly, and now it's kind of balancing out a bit more. So I think the Rams will win this one. I don't think it'll be quite as big a gap as that, Bob. I'll go 30-27, another strikingly close game.
Yeah, I think one key is going to be Jared Goff. How do the Cardinals make him look? Do they make him look like a turnover machine, which he's been at times? Do they make him look like a touchdown machine, which he has been at times? The Cardinals pass rush has not been great in the last week or so, 2 weeks. They need to get to Goff and put pressure on him. He will turn the ball over, and I think the Cardinals are going to need those to win this game. I'm going to go the opposite, just to be the contrarian that I usually am. This is the type of game where we don't expect the Cardinals to win, and so they'll play really well and win. And next week they'll be looking at us like, "What? We have no problems." I'm going to go Cardinals, but it's going to be lower scoring than usual. I'm going to say 24-17 Cardinals.
Hey,
Does Gonzalez make a kick?
He makes some points. Yes, and he makes a 37-yard field goal.
Look at him. Take it to the bank, Vegas. Good.
Yeah, just that 40-yard area that he has trouble with.
Yeah.
They've got a few games like that each year, I feel, where or at least last season, where it was like, oh, okay, now they're hitting what we thought. So Kent, maybe they'll prove you right. Either way, we'll be following the game leading up to it and full game coverage. So check azcentral.com for all of that.